Are you ready? I'm not. I definitely haven't just sat here staring at the drinks. I think we're gonna stick 1,000 wins. I don't know. Oh, what if I... Oh, are there multiple saves? Okay, well, we're gonna create a new save. And I guess worst case, we can come back. I don't want to save scum it. Let's go. Let's find out what happens. I know, right? I'll do. How about this? Sweet and chatty. Not bad. Almost tastes like back in the day. You think I'd forget? Yes. I assumed you're as good at banning memories as you are at banning people. Ouch. It seems like people are right about one thing, though. That would be... Your drinks can influence fate. They can't save people, they can push them in a direction, alter their destiny. I wouldn't go that far. I simply do my best to support my patrons in their endeavours. Will you support my endeavour? As I said, I serve everyone in this tavern. How noble. How awfully morally grey. How opportunistic. It's like nothing's changed. I like it that way. Making decisions for people, leading them to their doom. All because you can't help but wonder what a little entropy would do. I help. You help, sure. You always like to help when it was most convenient to you, when it got people to love you. Hope all you're helping is aiding you in forgetting them. I didn't forget them. Oh, is that so? I couldn't sleep for months. My heart bled and bled until there was nothing left to bleed. I was alone. And by the end of it, when nothing was left, there was just one question. How could the one person I trusted with my life turn on me like that? How dare she leave me with nothing but the stars staring at them alone? Wondering whether the blood would ever wash off. And how, by the dragons and their false light, is all you've done with your freedom, this dastardly achieved freedom. This! There's still blood on our hands. It took me way too long to realize I didn't have to give up, that I'm not like you. It doesn't have to be their blood that sticks to my hands. They're gone. Not for much longer. Soon the star rain and the flood that washed away our yesterday will open the gates to a new tomorrow. A new horizon unhaunted by still ghosts. Kazar. Innkeeper, why would you do something like this? Don't we owe it to them? The you I knew would have agreed. The me you knew was foolish. Some situations are hopeless and some decisions aren't easy. Decisions are quite easy if you set your mind to it. Say I need to tear apart Cassiopeia's wings so the stars to rain upon Gaia. An ambitious task. I could decide not to and abandon my plans because I'm intimidated by the complexity. Or scared of consequences, but no, instead I choose to stick with it and get what I want. I don't give up, I succeed. Truly is that simple. If you care, you'll get it done, no matter how much effort it may take. Everyone was dead. I wasn't. Didn't we promise to always stand by each other's side? To never be alone again? We did. Didn't they deserve the same? They did. Then why are you here and they aren't? I don't know. Me neither. What did we mean to you? Nothing. We meant nothing to you. The home we built, it meant so little. It's not true. Do you still ponder about the meaning of life, watching the stars? No, there aren't any anymore. It's better that way. It means there's no risk of getting caught up in trivial things. Like getting caught up in the thought of a world without pain. Like that. So naive. So stupid. It meant everything to me. Don't lie to me. I've seen through the charade. Your tricks don't work on me anymore. Look at the stars now as they lie at our feet. A declaration of your failure. An elegy to your cowardice. And a demonstration of my endurance. Everything is set. Everyone will get what they deserve. Even your little replacements. Soon there'll be no more but a fading memory on the horizon. Feels familiar, doesn't it? They're alive. They can be saved. They are alive indeed. What you should ask yourself is for how much longer, and if the time comes, will you run again? No. But you sent them to their deaths, did you not? I sent them to stop you. I'm aware. Which reminds me, I'll have to leave soon before your little pawns interfere with my threads of fate. Gertrude, come on. It's time to come home. We've had a spy in our midst. I wondered why the night door was here so long. You traitor. You traitor. I treated you like a friend. Did I know they... Is that why I didn't open the letter sooner? Traitor. Interesting. You had to explain. I sent you little companions, you wouldn't be so alone, but I need it back now. You know I value my privacy. And I value the perfect execution of my plans. So thank you for collecting so much information for me. You won't have to do this. I don't, but I will. Anyway, I got somewhere else to be. Speaking of which, my invitation, the offer still stands. Join me and watch as I repair what you've destroyed 30 years ago. Join me to witness the renaissance of times past. I can't. My place is here. What a pity. Almost pains me to see you haven't changed one bit. I've moved on. You should try it sometime. Spoken like a true coward. It's not like I need you anyways. Not anymore. See you soon, old friend. Or not. Fable? Please come home. I'm really worried they've killed Fable. They said everyone was alive when they came, meaning Fable's likely still alive. I hope. I'm genuinely feeling quite sick at this point. So, if there's a cut, you know why. Oh. Be right back. Okay, it's been like an hour. It's 3 a.m. now. I'm committed. We're gonna do this. The Wheel of Fortune. The penultimate day, I guess. Or almost. Fable? Millie. I don't know why it's so loud at 3 a.m. That's a great question I don't have an answer to right now. I'm sorry. Please bear with. Good morning, innkeeper. Good morning. How's your research going? Well, we did a lot of it. That sounds good. Yes. I can smell a breakthrough right around the corner. You writing that down, Archie? What? No, of course not. No notes are being taken here. Archie, I told you already. I might be the best detective for so, and this might be the me of a lifetime, but the investigation has to come first. How are you gonna have time to write a book about my detective career if the world ends in a few days? I mean, it won't, obviously. Because our Rangers are super strong and awesome, and we're super smart and awesome. We should still focus on backing them up. I'm sorry, it seems I can't get material even now. You're a very impressive detective, and I fear what will happen if I stop thinking about my books. I don't remember Archie's voice. It's been a few hours. How have I lost it? People, please. Can you not tell we have an intense story to get through? Is this what I think it is, Detective Melina? I'm afraid it is. Excuse me? It's a severe case of nerves. Quick, innkeeper, we need a remedy. Only your most revitalizing drink will do. Does the patient give their prescription? Really, it's not that serious. Thank you. Perhaps a cure that will boost my toughness is just what I need. On it, patient 0. I was really hoping Fable would show up again. Steel tonic seemed a little... I don't know. I feel like he'd like a first snow better taste-wise. So first snow it is. I've once again forgotten what goes in it, but I'm sure we'll work it out. What boosts? Oh, what about you? Is that our first snow? No. No? Would you like a little bit, buddy? And then... I guess we'll try it more. I've already forgotten what I just added or got rid of. What did I just do? Okay, there we go. Close enough. May this drink not be one of your tougher challenges.
Oh, bless you, Toilet. This is excellent. I could write a novella about the superb taste alone. I really appreciate the effort to cheer me up. I suppose more than I realized. How could I repay? I don't know the solution to this problem. I'm like, do I just wait for them to go? I don't really have time to like stop and restart this. I've gotta edit this still. So okay. Repay rich may. You shouldn't just bury Rory silently. I would accept an update on the researcher's compensation. Certainly, we are happy to oblige. I thought my knowledge of tales and mystical serves well, and I didn't find another weapon so evil. So I questioned as many scholars and turned as many pages as I could. Sounds exciting. It might have been if I'd managed to find even a hint of anything useful. Extralibri? It's nothing but a legend. Lots of loneliness might be real, but it proved impossible to track its location. Don't even get me started on the history of Sword Balmer. I used to end in total failure. Don't say that. Wouldn't know there weren't any other weapons if we hadn't looked. Just means we had to move our research focus to something else now. Like my investigation. Oh? Like I mentioned the other day, I really want to look into who this weird bad guy is. With a plan like his, he can't just be some random nobody. His plan does have a certain je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi. Is there some mustache twirling malicious? I bet he has a mustache. In any case, we must let some traces we can follow. Maybe figure out his real identity, we'll know his mortal weakness. Like, like an old wound. Exactly. Don't know where that much armor must have something underneath. So, we'll just have to wait until he takes it off. Once he takes a bath, we should... Actually, I don't think that's a good idea after all. Still, Carol Lord said the more you know about your opponent, the easier the victory. But this guy's like a ghost. No one's seen hide nor hair of him since before all this started. Yeah, sure. And here I thought armor like that would have made him super recognizable with the flowers and all. I did look up what some of them mean, the ones Kay was able to identify. They're petunias and marigolds, which symbolize resentment, anger, grief, and mourning. So that told me absolutely nothing, besides he's a bad guy with some big feelings about the world, duh. Then I got an idea. What about other well-known necromancers? Maybe we have repeat defender on our hands? No one really seemed to fit, though. I was really close to my 4 out. You remember all that stuff about the sigils? There's actually a necromancer that died when the portals opened. So I dug that file out of my pile, and yeah, if the location of the portals broke a sigil, then that can't just be a coincidence. Therefore, this necromancer from back then must have faked their death and rebranded themselves as the mustache-twirling green armor bad guy we're facing now. Shouldn't you be doing the pointing thing now? I'm just not feeling it, Innkeeper. I know it doesn't add up, okay? I'm sorry, Archie. This isn't the revelation of truth it should be. When you write your book, the detective should definitely be pointing at something. Pointing! Yes, I'll write that down. Good. I can't believe we couldn't find anything. Who taught you that word, Melly? Wouldn't you like to know? Oh well. What are you planning on doing now? We need a new perspective. Maybe it's something we haven't considered yet. So I brought some of our research materials with us. Wouldn't the library be better for this? Well, maybe, but there won't be enough space to set up the conspiracy board. You brought the board here? Yep. Thanks for letting us set up here. Okay, I'll be in the back. Bye! I hope it's okay for us to take up some of your space. That's fine, Archie. You can go ahead. Much appreciated, Innkeeper. Hi, Uma. Have you seen Fable? Well, don't you look chipper. It's good to see you too, Una. You can spare me the pleasantries. Long day? Nah, I just never learned to all this research mumbo-jumbo. I was surprised when I heard you volunteered for the research group. Your info gathering game's weak, Innkeep. I just chose the activities as least hassle. Too much exercise isn't good for the retirement spirit. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? Before you get another word out of me, I'll need someone to get my energy back, though. The whole frantic research atmosphere really tired me out. Someone to bring your strength back. Got it. Okay, we can do that. Coffee for you. I'm sure this will go well. How many times am I gonna make this thing and figure out what goes in it? The answer is at least once more. I guess this wouldn't hurt, right? I don't remember the time I made it before, but if it works, it works. That's the plan. There is no further thought than that. Ta-da! Enjoy. Plus, the blue gems go with you. Here, for all that heavy-duty crocheting you're doing. I feel like I could crochet gloves for an entire army with this. You have some more adventures stashed away in those back rooms of yours. Just some more frantic researchers, I'm afraid. So what else have you been up to? Just making sure Grace and Scully don't want themselves to an early grave for the most part. Any news on that front? You're in the mood to be underwhelmed. Listening to what my patrons want to share, whether good or bad, is a key part of my job. Spoken like a good little innkeep. As for the research, not many surprises there, to be honest. The damage that breaking the sigils did is pretty much irreversible, as expected. But teleportation spells Grace is looking to is not getting any less dangerous. Even with all the modifications he's making, there's still a good chance of it backfiring. And by good chance, I mean like 70%. What kind of backfiring are we talking about? Like killing you? Like killing you instantly. Exactly. Talk to Minty. Minty? I think her name's Minty. Oh. How are Scully and Grace feeling about everything? They're taking it in stride. Or they're just too stubborn to give up. I'm not sure. That sounds like them. What about you? Me? Well, this must be pretty disheartening. I mean, not really. These kind of doomsday scenarios just lose their impact for a while in this business. I live my life, I've made my choices. I'm just doing what I want either way. Oh, I think I have to say screw the heat and deal with this. Because it's just getting noisier. We'll see. If the end of the days come knocking and I'm on my porch crocheting and drinking, I'll have no regrets. But you're not on your porch. You're here looking after the people trying to avert this doomsday scenario. Ugh, I can't believe I had to hear that from you. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I could offer you another drink to wash it down. No thanks. Unfortunately, you've got a point. I guess I got swept up in all this a little. Sure is weird. What is? Caring. Not that I need to elaborate, preaching to the choir and all that. I don't know what you're talking about. Sure, whatever. Let me just ask you this. As you are, will you have no regrets when all this is over? You couldn't just let me have the last word, huh? No way in your... I'll leave you to contemplate that, I guess. Are Melly and Archie here? In the back. I'll go see the young'uns needs company. Okay. Hello? Fable? Lynn! Oh, they don't look happy. But, well, Hex looks okay. And they're back. Greetings, good mythical afternoon, adventurers. Good afternoon, innkeeper. Does afternoon seem mythical to you? It seems wet. Sorry about that. We didn't have much time to dry off for coming here. The full bird should be able to do it just this once. What happened? It's okay if you want to leave now, bye. We made it back safe. Okay. But please, keep the blankets. I could make some soup. We should be good for now. Thanks, Baya. Where are you headed, Baya? The swamp. I want to talk to my friends. I see. Goodbye. Let a tree know if you need any more help. I will come. Stay safe, Baya. Please be okay, Baya. It's been out already. You've been tuning this ever since we escaped from that mountain. It's just... I feel bad, alright? So... That doesn't sound too good. Isn't that pretty obvious? Right. More importantly, have you ever come back yet and keep? They haven't. It's a waiting game then. Great. My favorite. Alright, and keep this way you come in with a drink. God, it's fine to keep brooding like this. We're not that rogue fellow. And which of my drinks would be of aid? Not sure what could help soften the outcome of our quest, but maybe protect from disappointment, that might do. Certainly. I don't know if I gave him the wrong drink, or if there was a way to prevent this, or if it was just gonna end badly either way. I don't know. I'm worried it's our fault. Did I not prepare them accordingly? Like, no one died, right? I can't remember who's in the party. That's the problem. I know wasn't that long ago, but it's long enough. I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember who that was. I think it might just be them. I think the concern is if the Tia Clay party comes back missing someone, because I know that they had other companions. You're not good for me. Ooh, you might be. Or not. No? There we go. Enjoy your steel tonic. Hope your disappointment will be just a distant memory after this drink. Thanks. This takes the edge off. I didn't realize my shoulders were so tense this entire time. Can I offer you two a drink as well? I'm fine. For now. Count me in, innkeeper. I don't really want to think about it, but perhaps understanding where I failed wouldn't be a bad idea. See what I can do. What helps with failure? How about a peak sunrise? That seems like a nice solution to your problems. I don't know if it actually helps, but we can try. I think you go in, because I remember being like, oh, the color is so pretty with it. We shall see. Oh, is it that high? Yeah, sure, why not? Pretty. I do like the colors on it. Honestly, they're all pretty nice colored liquids. And they combine so pretty. So I think you have to understand the meaning of everything. 42! What? Weird, I don't know where that came from. But this is good, my sinus is starting to feel light. Here's my conclusion, it might be really. Was it that bad? You don't even know the half of it. Wait, this just can't be it, right? Okay, some of the others should have fixed something else up by now. You probably isn't quest store for us, plan C, D, and X. I'm sorry, Hex. Archie and Melly couldn't find any new leads. Gracie and Scully are still at it, but from what I've heard, they haven't found much either. That's... Come on, innkeeper, stop joking around. I don't think this is very funny. Neither do I. Then what are we even doing here? What? If the innkeeper doesn't have a quest for us, why are we wasting time here? You haven't noticed the world might be ending soon. We failed to create the world-saving weapon. And now we're here to what? Have a nice chat? Boy, you're mighty close to overstepping there, wizard. Maybe someone needs to say it instead of just lazing around. Hex. Sit your arse down. It's no time to lose your cool. We aren't just here to chat. Information about the group went to Twilight Chasm will reach us in first. At this point, we need to know their fate. Be foolish to run around about a plan. So, are we cool? I'm sorry. Not exactly a good look for a wizard to lose his head, is it? As long as you realize that yourself. Wait for the others, I guess it's time for another story and keep... I'm looking forward to getting some context. Right. After chat the other day, Kyle and I went to pick up Hex. We said goodbye to Kyle, he cried, then he left for Maracastle. Soon after, Karen and Baya picked us up. We stepped over to tree right next to us. Baya was pretty excited to take us to the Highlands. Apparently she's pen pals with the Yeti and she'd never gotten the opportunity to visit. And then whoosh! Whoosh! Yeah. One minute we're surrounded by nice lush woods, and next, vast mountains. Snow. A lot of snow. You guys suck at descriptors. The journey to the Highlands was so fast and really noteworthy. It was impressive. I mean, sure, vacations are obviously the superior school of magic, but I suppose the conjuration was pretty cool, even though nothing blew up. And then you had to keep lying to Baya about it until we reached the village. Well, Grace would have killed me if we didn't ask for details. While the view was great, we were pretty disoriented. Even when we found the village Kay told us about, no one points towards the temple. Kid looked like she was going to be ready to throw people around. They kept saying they couldn't help us. Kid no one there knew anything. Even though we still no clue where to go, we left the village. That's when Baya let out gut wrenching scream. And kind of like this. Oh. That's concerning. Thanks. I really appreciate you replicating that scream. But... Hey, you guys just stayed to tell the tale. Lily! I saw that tail. Did someone die? Oh, hi, Linny. Good to see you, Melly. Linny. Oh, adorable. No one died. Hex just got a little too excited. Whoopsies. I see. Well, make sure not to scream like that anymore. Or no one will know when you really need a detective on the scene. After all, you don't beat the next boy who cried detective. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. I'll go back to the board then. Thank you, Melly.
So Violet let out a scream. We had no idea what she did before she could swim. We heard some loud footsteps approaching. It's hard to see with the heavy snowfall, but a huge silhouette was making her way towards us. Kira almost tore into it as soon as it was close. Before we knew it, Violet rushed forward. Almost attacked by his pen pal. Ugh. You guys met the abominable Yeti? Really nice fellow. All sprang of directions and pointed us towards the temple. When they did, I noticed a well-crafted ring made of something like opal. Couldn't help but ask them about it. Turns out they got it from the temple. They really got that Yeti talking. They learned a bunch about the temple's jewelry making business, about how to approach the stronghold and not seen an enemy. It's a horrible way to run a business. They had explained that only a select group of trusted people allowed on the premises. They didn't want to help us get in, though. Something about getting their jewelry buying rights revoked. Or at least we knew the way in. Soon that invisibility finally kicked in, and we saw it for us. Lo and behold, the temple year, where the flame of Leviathans kept. Sounds blasphemous. The trek up there was brutal. There's so much walking, I thought my feet were gonna walk off. Walk off? Fall off. It wasn't so bad, really. The winding path looked nice with all that sparkling snow. Easy for you to say, you just roll right over all that rubble. Guess we did get to the gate eventually. It was closed, of course, a gigantic wet slab of stone in weather condition. There's something I know about this sort of thing. It's the gates like this one are super inconvenient. You think we didn't want to waltz in through the main gate anyways? No, the invisibility effect from your drinks active if we started to take any other points of entry. There was so much rubble, we figured there must have been somewhere for us to slip through. Rubble? Well, there wasn't. I was already starting to feel the itch of invisibility wearing off. We're running out of time. Come on, tell the innkeeper what you decide we should do next. We might have tried to scale the temple walls. We made it close to the top. But then the stone started to crumble right under our hands. X was the first to fall, but it didn't take long for us to follow. So it's good to follow a wizard that can cast spells slow descent rather than break our necks. Here I thought you guys just want a big group hug. If you want more groups hugs, maybe cast that spell larger than 5 feet before hitting the ground. Oh sure, I'll try to practice spellcasting falling at terminal velocity more for next time. Well, you did manage to return to a puddle of adventure goop. If only we managed to literally anywhere else. I didn't even know creatures that big lived out there. Me neither. Right next to us, where what we thought was a snow-covered mountain, an eye as big as Care opened. It was the guardian of the temple. So he lifted his massive head and we realized the mountain path we'd been walking on earlier was no path but the body of the Guyver. Its snake body slowly uncurled from around the temple. While shaking the stuff itself, it revealed its pure white iridescent scales. Ooh, pretty. For a few moments, it just stared us down. The gigantic opal embedded between its eyes shone every color imaginable. What I wouldn't give to work for an opal of such fine quality. It's good to hear you guys had a mythical moment there. I, for one, was worried about the overgrown snake with wings. The Guyver unfurled its wings from where they'd been tucked in its body and rose into the air, in an attack position. It took such speed we only avoided thanks to Chaos reflex suspension pushed into the snow. All I could think about was I didn't want to fight it. When it was getting back into position for another strike, I screened our intentions out. I couldn't imagine Dragon's Guardian being different to our objective. It didn't seem to care much about it, though. Or it didn't hear us. I didn't want to give up, so we had to communicate in a way that couldn't ignore. I'm proud of you, Lynn, for going talky versus fighty first. So we choreographed an expressionist dance. No, not really. But that would have been a lot funnier. In any case, instead of trying to fight it, I told the others to get moving to get our messages across by writing in large letters in the snow. If you tried to stomp out letters while a giant reptile was attacking you, Innkeeper, heck of a core workout. I think I developed muscles where no muscle should ever develop. Watch out, you might become the first wizard to commit a push-up. And did it work? The push-up? No, the writing and the snow thing. I wasn't sure at first, but when the attack stopped, it started looking intently at what we'd written. Then it launched itself in our direction again, but instead of trying to attack us, it dove into the snow. The armor started shaking till all of us were suddenly lifted on top of its head. I thought we sent it to his realm for a second, not gonna lie. So I was just lifted higher and higher into the air, towards the temple. So we could see a tower emerging from the temple grounds. The guardian must have understood us after all. It was taking us to the only place I imagined the flame to be. It seemed close enough for us to jump down from the guardian, and then I saw the altar. Oh no. What did you see? That's the thing. We saw nothing. The flame went out? Nothing. No great flame of Leviathan. Just a devastated altar and an empty basin where the flames had arrested. We were so foolish. The clues were already there and we were approaching the temple. All the rubble, the poor state of the building. The flame was extinguished during the flood long before we ever set foot in the highlands. I should have known the eternal flame was too good to be true. It was all such a waste of time. You can imagine our shock of what we saw, Innkeeper. The realization slowly began to settle in. There'd be no way of forging that weapon. Nothing wielded against a necromancer. Up there at the altar, everything was so quiet. The priest hadn't reached us yet. There was just the sound of the wind and the crushing disappointment we were all feeling. The guardian didn't need to say a word. I understood it either way. Whatever emotions we were feeling, they couldn't compare to the grief in the guardian's eyes. Eventually, we were joined by some of the priests who confirmed what we'd already surmised. They lost the main object of worship on the day of the flood. This disappointment was somewhat softened by the warm meal the priests offered us. I think they felt bad for us. It's a community and shared grief. They're pretty interested in what sort of yours as well. Considering everything we learned the past few days, the minor divinity of it feels hardly noteworthy. I'll cherish it nonetheless. Maybe I'm also just glad that it'll remain a memento of my grandma. Stupid think I could try to rival her feats. Not stupid. I believe in you. But I didn't expect you to talk to those priests for so long. I'd never seen so forthcoming before, Rhea. Sadly, every day you see that kind of smith mastery on display. Whichever those priests were decked out was a wonder to behold. Straight treatment. No. Please don't. Hey, you don't complain when Inako says it. That level class ships to expect to be yours people, I guess. They're really generous as well. Practically force those opals on you. And that blueprint. You're misunderstanding that one, Kier. That was for ye. The sword blueprints passed down to the conception of that temple. A form worthy of the dragon's mights, they put it. So if we can get a different form of fire or something, it could work? Then they wasted it. I know you won't hear it now, but if you ever feel different, we don't have to forge it for you. I eventually got ready to head back. I was worried about black trees around us, but I seemed unbothered. We had a courtyard, but slowly but surely she grew a whole tree. The branches were stark white, covered in gleaming leaves. I asked her afterwards what kind of tree it was, but she replied it was the dream of the soil. I don't know what that meant. Bruce looked very touched by its appearance. But we need to be on our way, so if it's true we want, we stopped by Byers and then we headed over here. That's that. Never had such a depressing walk back to the tavern. Quit your yapping. You were going on and on about this all the way over here, too. Easy for you to say. After all, you got those gems. Great for your stupid competition. Some of us were a bit put off by the quest failing. Why don't you just come out and say what your problem is? My problem is you're acting like everything's fine. What was that? What is that? It's not helping my headache, I can tell you that much. Oh, what was that? What was that? Did it stop? Seems like it. Is everyone okay? More or less. Yeah. What about Melly and the others? I'll go. Alright. Thanks, Rhea. I'll take my leave. I told our story. There's no other reason for me to stick around. I know it was a hard time for all of us, but I need to check on Grace. Goodbye, Hags. Hey, Lynn. It's getting late. There's always room for you upstairs if you get tired, Lynn. That's fine. I'll keep you company. Things must be really dire if you're offering that. What'd they say? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Where's Tia? Where's Tia? It's just... we don't have enough stool, right? That's why there's no Tia? Bah. Keep it. Okay. Where are the others? I forgot who else went with them. Hinako's outside trying to convoy down. Okay, those two okay? We didn't want him to up at your tavern. Did he have a panic attack? I hope Tia isn't giving me too hard of a time about it. Inky. I think we lost Tia. Oh no. She isn't, right? No. Where is she then? No, I didn't know if anyone could die. I thought no one could die. I was hoping no one could die. Oh God. God. She's gone. She left? No, she's dead. Tia can't be dead. You're right. She's way too stubborn to die. Well, she did. I'm sorry. That's awful. Yeah, you don't have to tell us that. Is anyone else? No, we got away just in time. That's good. What about Fable? Did you see them there? In the chasm, maybe? No, we didn't find them, though. What? I found a bunch of broken arrows not too far from the portal. They're all in... No. He is one thing, Fable's another. You can't take Fable from me. Please. Oh no. No, she's okay. They have to be okay. I think they were there. They just didn't come back. I hope they're okay. Maybe with a drink they would have been okay. What do you mean? You didn't make him a drink, Kinky? We had a bit of a fight. So you willfully endangered them? I'd hoped it would stop them from going. Nothing could ever stop Fable from helping people, you idiot. I realize that now. You should thank the dragons I care more about my friend's eardrums than I care about yelling at you. I already regret it well enough, don't you worry. You better if anything happened to them. If they end up like Alithia, I know. Me too. We shouldn't have left without her. Her body wasn't exactly cooperative. We couldn't have taken it with us if we tried. Don't call her that. What? An it? Clay. He's right. Have some respect. I'm just saying. Well, stop saying it. Alright, you three. Calm down. No need to spill more blood. Please, tell us what happened. What does it matter? We abandoned her, that's what happened. We didn't do that. We sure abandoned the world. Her angel will be disappointed in us. It's not like we have much of a choice. You would say that, wouldn't you? What's that supposed to mean? You always run. Of course you wouldn't choose anything else. I ran because I have something to get back to, Clay. So did she. Okay. How about a drink for calming all those nerves? No. Time and place. I'll take one. I need to tell you what happened after all, even though I rather wouldn't. Got anything to make that easier? I'm running out of secrets, though. Don't worry. There's no need for trading today. I don't have anything to wash away the regret. But maybe we can get something to make the words flow easier. It's gotta be a spoken heart. Every time. It reminds me of Fable. And it's for him. So it should be Fable. At least Melly's here and safe. That might be some comfort to him. I love tea. I'm gonna have to replay it and see if we can save her. I don't know what was the right answer there. They were such similar options. Here. Thanks for this little taste of normalcy. So I don't really know what to ask. Did you stop him? No. Oh. He was fast from us, somehow. Millie and Bio drew some out of the portal so we get there quickly, but when we arrived, we found a note stapled to a tree. It read, "If you value your lives, go home." He knew you were coming? The jackdaw. Why can't I tell them? Why can't I tell them this is my fault? I know who's behind this, and I know how he knew they were coming. Apparently, Jade and Tia argued about what to do. We didn't exactly have a lot of options. So we went after him right to Twilight Chasm. It was... calling it the realm of nightmares seems like an understatement in retrospect. When it made it about boy. And Tia's light. And Tia's light. We ran to Necromancer on his way back. Didn't even catch him before I got to Ur. He looked unharmed. It's ridiculous how easy it must have been for him. In his hands he held an axe shaped like a dragon's talon plus like magical energy. It was smaller than I thought it'd be. Magic weapons tend to be size adjustable. Oh, right. Maybe we would have stood a chance if we hadn't went right into a cluster of nightmare creatures. I thought maybe they'd be a good distraction for him too, but the necromancer called on them for aid in the chasm's tongue. The voice said he promised them freedom and endless nightmares. And just like that, they sided with him, and we were up against a necromancer, a god's axe, and a horde of monsters. We thought we were well protected. The frost armor, it helped at first, kept the creature's sharp claws at bay, but whenever the necromancer got close to one of us, he cast some sort of modified fire spell. First thing, it melted our armor and most of our defenses. At least we're fast enough to avoid most of the attacks thrown at us. Guess I was right about the speed. Doesn't feel that good though, without Tia to hear I told you so. The fire must have been difficult for you, Dave. It was... I managed not to get caught in it. Until we pushed the edge of the Twilight Chasm back to the Full Lantern Farm. That's where I was heading to, back to Gaia. The others already been pushed out by the nightmare creatures, blasted on his way. When his fire magic hit me in the chest, I stumbled backwards, falling out of the jagged ground. I froze. I wish I hadn't, but fear took a hold of me and I couldn't move. I lay there, charred, bleeding, terrified, and he just looked at me. I thought, this is it, it's over, I'm gonna abandon Melly after all. And then, after what felt like an eternity, he just walked away to the wall and left me there, alive. I scrambled after him, of course, after I regained my senses. I don't know why he spared me. Maybe he briefly remembered he has a heart. Maybe. It doesn't matter, I guess. I charged back into the fight. I looked even worse than it had moments ago. Every time once went down, he just pulled me back up. We couldn't break through, couldn't even get close to him until Clay cut down 4 of them once, and he was quick enough to take advantage of the opening. Suddenly she was face to face with the necromancer fighting him one-on-one. Right in the middle of the moon pool under Cassiopeia's light. It's true, you know. You can see all of the 7 moons reflecting their clear waters at once. It would have looked beautiful if it weren't for all the blood. I tried to get to her and help, but I kept getting swarmed. Tia's blood's cold. Did you know that? No. And I wish I didn't know. Yeah, me too. I'll spare you all the details. She fell, and he struck her again and again until she stayed down. And then, he brought her back. Her body, that is. Our Tia wasn't in there anymore. She would have never fought Clay willingly. Well, that's just worse. Oh. What with the game? How did you make it worse? I was trying to get to him, but she just wasn't letting me through. And I couldn't hurt her. She's my best friend. We kept trying to fight, kept trying to channel our anger into victory against him. But I couldn't stop thinking about who's gonna end up with empty eyes next. When I heard Clay scream after Tia cut through his shoulder, I had to do something. So I yelled out for all of us to run. Nico pulled Voy away, clearing a path for us to escape. I tried to pull Clay away from Tia, away from his death. He's much stronger than me, though. So I called out to Jade for help. For the record, I think our odds for leaving, but Tia would have beat my ass if I'd let Clay die. It was the right decision. You would have all died, and I couldn't have taken that. You decided to save each other. Tia would have been proud of you. Oh, no. I don't know about that, but at least we're alive. Oh, the more I cry, the harder it is to do different voices for them all. I think they all sound the same at this point, and I am sorry. At least you're alive. Jade helped me pull Clay away from the fight. We ran. We ran and ran until Voy collapsed, and then he got back up. We made our way to a tavern, and now we're here. I'm glad you all made it back, but I'm sorry I had to go through all that. Why did we have to? Why didn't Cassiopeia save us? Save her? Dragons are neutral. But dragons are... Sure are. The real is the madman who killed her. We have to go back. I don't think that's a good idea, bud. We have to retrieve her body. He can't have her. Now he can use it to navigate that stupid portal, and she'd hate that. She'd hate being turned into another monster he can use. If we can't get her back, we have to at least bring her here to give her proper burial. We can't do that, Clay. We don't even know where they are right now. If we'd stayed, we might. Oh, we didn't. Thanks to you. It is what it is, right? You say we can't go back, so we can't change anything. We screwed up. We played right into his hands. All of his power and strength and magic, and we didn't change anything. Hold on. I'm sure you did your best. What's the point of doing it if it doesn't save anyone? I can't even feel her anymore. The bracelet is just empty. There's just an absence where tears should be. I feel like we've just done something different. Oh, that... I don't like that. I don't like the wording of that, Jade. That makes it sound like I gave you the wrong drink, and that maybe I could have saved her. Or some other choice I made might have been the death of her. And that's a horrible thought, and means I'm definitely gonna have to replay this, and hope I can change her fate. I haven't been so stubborn. I don't know if you could have changed anything. Why do you sound so sure of that? I think the necromancer. I think you heard everything. What you planned, I mean. How could that even be possible? After you left, Jack turned in my window. I think it was a spy, and it heard everything. What? I'm glad I told them. I don't know if I'm gonna tell them the rest, but I'm glad I told them. How's that even happen? How do you not notice that? I don't know. I'm sorry. All I'm saying is it's not your fault that Pan failed. He outsmarted us. All of us. There's nothing we could have done. That can't be right. What's the point of all this then? If he knows everything, we might as well give up. He has yours axe, he has an army of nightmare creatures and more. And she's gone. The only person who knows what to do is gone. We don't have magic greatsword either. You gotta be kidding me. What? Magic flame has been out by the flood. So, we've lost. It's over. I have to realize, do you not have game audio? Do I not have game audio? How long has that been an issue? Well, that's a fun problem that I don't understand. Hello? Where is the game? Oh, what a weird moment to realize this. Where'd you go? I'm so sorry, chat. Story, whatever we're saying. I can't redo this part, though. Oh. Hello? For a moment, I thought you were back. Okay, we have music. Or sound, or we did. Maybe there just isn't music right now. Oh. Never mind. We do have audio. I'm glad that's it. I'm gonna leave that. I can't edit this. I'm sorry. The best I can do is cut this down for you guys. Please bear with me in my crying state. Maybe someday I'll do this whole video thing properly and you'll get proper edits when I do stuff like that. But we'll see. If it's over. Not yet. He hasn't won yet either. Maybe Fable is gonna come back with some incredible thing. I've got to believe it. This Fable is incredible. She's not back. They aren't back. Maybe they will come back with something to help. That's why they've taken so long, because they're getting something, and it'll all be fine. For sure. He hasn't won yet either. Even if it feels like he has. We're still here, so we can still fight. We can still stand in his way. Hope will only abandon us if we let it. You're right. I was giving up. It's not what she would have wanted. What she would have wanted was to live, to get a chance to be more than some pointless martyr. I want her back. Clay. No, I don't want to hear anything else from you. You didn't even notice a bird spying in your tavern. Or maybe you did, who knows? Your dishonest resolve at time. Do you even really care about any of this? Of course I care. I care more than you could ever imagine. I wish I could bring her back too, Clay. Well, can you? No. What help are you then? Screw this. I'm done hearing excuses, and I'm done pretending we'll make it through this. Clay, please stay. Can I have one of those drinks now? I want to go after him. If I was him, I'd kill all of us, so no. What kind of drink do you want? I don't know, something fast maybe. Didn't help the fight my stomach. Throw the shot, I guess. I don't want to make. You can have a last whisper. No, have a hot chocolate. You need a hot chocolate after this. I've decided. I refuse. If I don't have to make another swift strike until our beloved Fable's back, when I'm not gonna. That is my stance. I think we decided it's Fiend Turf, right? Because he asked for one, so I kind of gave it away. Thank you, Quincy, for that. Oh. I'm so invested in these characters in this story. I'm sorry for the crying. Oh, why did I do that? Enjoy, bud. That definitely didn't look right. How about that? It's pretty. Oh, pet for Andu. I just want to squeeze Andu right now. Not like hard, but like I just want to hug him. I just want to hug him. Everything's really hard right now, Andu. Oh, I love these characters so much. I can't believe we lost here. Fast and quick. Just how I like it. What kind of drinks does she like? Defense all the way. Adds up. Uh-oh, this does not look good. What does that achievement mean? I don't like that. That sounds bad. Act 4, the wake. The Wheel of Fortune. 34th of the Astral Moon. No, thank you. Fable? Fable, come home, please. So much to go after Clay at some point. We'll need his help. We don't have time to let ourselves fall apart right now. Easy for you to say you weren't there. Hilton's right. We'll have time to feel defeated once we're dead. Right now, all's not lost. Not yet. Sure, it's just a bit hard to buy his never give up right now. If you know how to salvage all this, feel free to share with the class. I'm serious. I wouldn't even roll my eyes at any of our speeches right now. Yeah, I figured. So what? Do you just want to give up? I don't know. Clay was right. It's getting pretty hard to see the point. That was got us in the mess to begin with. What? Your failure? No. This ambivalence. I think you guys need to take a good hard look at reality. I don't like betting on losing horses. I'm gonna double check how much time we have. We're just like closing on the 35th. Okay. We've still got today. And tomorrow. Of course, enough for a bone today. How much it would cost to get you interested again? Oh, you could ride off. Alicia. What's up, Dave? Think this through. What would you even do? Where would you go? Don't patronize me for trying to save myself. Dave's right. There won't be anywhere to go soon. I don't want to hear it, Innkeeper. What do you even know? All you just sit here and watch everything fall apart around you. Don't you dare lecture me on this. I don't think that's very fair of you to say. You want to talk about fair? Must be easy, huh? All up on your high horse watching us struggle every day. And all you can spare is some half-assed commentary and a few pleasantries? I'm sorry. I didn't realize you mercenaries cared so much. Well, I got there in the end. Did you? Should have figured. Explains why that bird spying us all this time is just also just a footnote for you. Hey. You always go on and on about your responsibilities as an innkeeper. How is your duty to serve anyone that walks through those doors? If a necromancer walked in here, would you offer him an ear and listen to his story? Would you serve Alithia's murderer a drink with the same smile that you do for us? Hey, maybe you bring her corpse along. Good thing you already know what drink to serve her. That's cruel. Why are you defending her? You should be just as pissed as me. That elf is gone because she couldn't get over her own ego, right? For all we know, Fable could be dead in a ditch somewhere. We wouldn't know. No. My drinks are miracle tinctures. They can't move mountains. But they could provide the edge between life and death, couldn't they? And you decided to give them that health because you were petty. Not like it matters now. Don't talk like Fable's already dead. Maybe you should have fought harder for letting Fable walk away like that. What happened to believing in them? If there's even a chance they come back, I'll keep these tavern doors open. Because you know you seem to have somewhat of a heart. Whatever. I don't know what else you want me to say. Just try to say something doesn't make sound like you've already given up. Like you didn't give up the moment things turned rough in the chasm. That was different. People were dying. A lot of people die soon because we ran. Unless you have some big idea of how to fix this world. Oh, I know. You can just set up another hit, Dave. That way someone else can take care of your problems. It just won't be me this time. Innkeeper, Helen, it's been real. Or not. But recently, temper seems more meaningful than sitting here, so goodbye. Maybe they will come back now. Because we have not Galatane in here. She does have a point, doesn't she? I don't know what to do anymore. On our way back from the Highlands, I was thinking, I could just go see my family. Would I even reach for the sunsets the last time? I could have tried. Instead, I'm here. I'm not sure why. There must be something left to do. Maybe if we have a surprise with your sword, we might... No, the sword can't save the world. Neither can I. Fable, come home. Fable! Is she a dragon? She's got like little skin. What's happening, girl? I'm so sorry I keep calling her girl. I just keep thinking my D&D character who I love so very much. This might be partially why I'm falling apart right now. Am I seeing things? Fable? Hello, everyone. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back. I'm back. Somebody pinch me. Ow. It's a pinch, not punch, Carolyn. That wasn't a punch, I'll show you. Wait, it's really me. Even though I do look a little different. Is it weird? No, it suits you. Looking badass, Elfie. Thanks, I like it too. I like the horns. I look very, horny. Nope, that sounds wrong. Let me try again. Take your time. They're very pretty. Beautiful. Effervescent. Do you need one of your own drinks, Innkeeper? Well, what I really want to say is, I love you, Fable. I'm so glad you're okay. Oh, I'm so happy you're back. Oh, this got me good. Okay. Yeah, no. I was not lying when I misclicked and said you're my favorite. You were my favorite, Fable, and I missed you so much. Also, if they're like a guardian or something now, maybe they can do something with the sword. I don't know. But like, this seems draconic-y to me. I'm really happy to see you as well, Innkeeper. And there's so much for all of us to talk about. Wait, before that, first and foremost, I want to say I'm truly sorry. I should never have refused to make you a drink. No matter what insecurity I was dealing with. I should have never let them get in the way of keeping you safe. I made it back, didn't I? I thank the dragons for that. But I still ended up acting like a giant hypocrite. None of my encouragement was ever given in falsehood, yet learning just the abilities I knew you had. It was hard to trust you while the worry for your well-being was eating me whole. The worry of losing a friend. Don't even regular. No, you're my friend. If you'll still have me. Oh. I'm not ready. I love Fable. I think based purely on the amount of tears I cried over Fable, as much as I love Coffee Talk, Tavern Talk might have won out for like most tears shed. I thought about my last conversation. I was upset at first, but most of all, I was afraid that we'd never talk again. I didn't know if I ever wanted to come back to this tavern. Maybe the me from a few weeks ago would have just stayed away, but you're important to me too, and I wanted to be brave for the both of us. So I came back to hear you out, and I'm happy I did. Oh, I missed you so much. Glad you're both finally able to resolve this. That conversation must have really eaten into your work count for the innkeeper. Worth it. But yeah, you'll have to carry me from here on out, Dave. Oh. Please, give me cute not Lux, not Galatea moments. I think I need it. Let me compose myself. I don't know if the flat that the hand flapping helps. It definitely doesn't. I'm going with it. I'll try my best. Oh, right. Guys, we don't have time to chat. There's this necromancer that stole your axe. I don't know who he is or what he wants to do with it. We have to stop him. Why are you guys looking at me like that? It might be good to get everyone up to speed. You go first, Fable. You gotta sit at the end of our seats. Well, as you know, I was searching Melly around the portal of the Twilight Chasm. Oh, Melly's back! We should tell her that. I couldn't find any clues, not with the devastation left behind after the flood. And then a thought struck me. What if Melly was pulled in the portal by the waves? That would have been a nightmare. Literally. And even if I could swear at I saw shadows around the portal moving, or the fact it's entered to the plane called the Nightmare Realm, I couldn't just abandon my friend, so I went through the portal. How'd that go for you? To be honest, I barely remember what happened when I first went through. Destroyed landscape, a giant gangly creature roaming around, my heart was beating on my chest, all my blood was in my ears again. Eventually, I found an alcove that gave me some shelter, but I just couldn't stop freaking out. In my blind panic, I'd run so far away from where I entered. The chance of finding any trace of Melly was almost zero. So what did you do next? I must have fallen asleep. What? Excuse me. Well, all that running and worrying got me so exhausted, I must have just passed out. It was weird, falling asleep in such a strange place. I couldn't remember any dreams afterwards, just a sense of just quiet and unease. But when I woke up, the Twilight Chasm looked different to me. It didn't scare me so much anymore. However, I felt almost melancholic as I regarded its deep purple horizons. And suddenly, close to my alcove were spiky mountains with the sky. I saw entrances to tunnels that hadn't been there before. My curiosity got the better of me and I ventured inside. The deeper I went, the more I started seeing veins of precious stones lining the walls. And soon the tunnel went into a huge cave. You know, side note, she's still got his braid in. I mean, it was huge, gigantic. I wasn't even able to see the ceiling anymore. Turns out somehow I stumbled from Twilight Chasm into the center of the earth, the plane, not the dragon, but in front of me was sleeping from the adult dragon themselves, looking more awake than they should have been. I can only guess that the water covering the floor must have roused them. The flood even managed to reach Yura's cave. You mean the dragon that awoke too earlier, bringing about the end of everything, was awake? Yeah. Great. Never apocalypse. Do we get double points for combo? Wait, I haven't finished my tale yet. But you're right, it didn't look good, especially when the necromancer appeared. I hid behind a formation of stalagmites as soon as I noticed him. Something about his presence and armor seemed off. He was followed by a couple of undead creatures dressed in farmer's clothing. I was still waiting where to reveal myself when I would began casting a strange spell. A green mist started to coalesce around the Yura's head, then the eyes flew fully open. Are we like a champion of your... Is that what we're going with? What's happened to my girl? I need to know. My they, them. I'm sorry, I keep having to correct myself. I also keep having to stop calling myself the Lux. I can't say words. Yes, some nights with their gaze, their presence suddenly becomes stifling. Whatever strangers in the mist revealed seemed to enrage them. Their roar must shake the whole plain. But while you was distracted, the necromancers tried to retrieve their fabled axe wrapped in their tail. It was a gut feeling, but I just couldn't let him take that axe. I had to stop him. But as he took hold of a large weapon, he turned to look right at me. My legs felt like goo. I was shaking so bad, it was hard to draw breath. I knew at that moment, should I try to fight him, I'd die. It was by pure luck in that moment you shook off the mist and punched for the lunge for the intruder. The undead creatures used their bodies to shield him, shattering upon the impact of Yours claws, while the necromancer cast the same mist spell again. The spell connected ease, giving the precious seconds he needed to escape. For a while, nothing happened. There was just silence. I think desperation made me brave, or blind to consequences, but I could hesitate no longer. If that necromancer was to use the axe for evil, why I had the chance to stop him and didn't. So I abandoned my hiding spot and ran towards you, begging them for help. You just asked the Elder Dragon for help? Yes, it seemed like my only option at the time. How'd they answer? I see that smile. With a riddle? It went something like this. Gems and jewels I create, yet my most precious treasure I still await. Sought by many, found by the lucky, it blessed the oldest and youngest before it struck me. No mortal stand against it, an immortal's delight. So close to death, unseeing you find. What little mortal do I seek? I mean, I feel like love and friendship are the go-to things, something like this. But I'm curious. I'm curious to see what the answer is. I was never good at riddles. I prefer a more hands-on approach. Just admit you don't have the patience. We have that in common. To be honest, I could barely think past all the emotions warring within me. So I just said the first thing on my mind. I told him how much I didn't want to answer a riddle just then. Saying people shouldn't depend on getting a riddle right. Fable, my beloved, I love you so much. That is such a great response. And if you wanted something in the first place, maybe they shouldn't speak in riddles and communicate clearly instead. Wow. You said that to their face? I got caught up in the moment. It seemed to surprise them, judging by the rumbling chuckle they let out. Eventually, you told me all they wanted to do was fall back asleep. So I pulled out my lute and played you the Elder Dragon a lullaby. I love you so much. Just so I could see their eyes starting to droop, they lifted one gigantic talon to my forehead. And strange heat ran through my body in a floating orb of blinded. But the sword? Can we make a sword with that? Fire appeared before me. It was so warm and kind. It tickled my nose, and when I couldn't hold in my laughter any longer, I accidentally ate it. I panicked about wasting your gift. Their gaze let me know that everything was fine. That their flame would stay with me from then on, and that this strength was their boon to me, to this world. The makeover was included, I guess. That's all there is to it, really. I think that was plenty. That's astonishing. It's not like I did anything special. Anyone in my position would have done the same. No, I think this is fable written all over it. I did forget to bring back a cool trinket for you. You coming back means more to me than any trinket in this whole game. I would give up all of them for you. I think you brought back something a lot more important. Hope. Oh! Healthy, you're saying you can actually produce dragonfire now? I think so. I practiced recreating the orb on the way here, but I still have a long way to go. I feel like I'm missing some context here. Later, I need to go get Rhea right now. That was fast. Rumor unlocked friendly fire. That was fast. Can't blame her. Rhea! I heard you might some dragonfire from your sword. Good to see you back in one piece, Fable. Good to be back in one piece. So what's the situation? Is there a new plan? Yes. Maybe. We need to figure out the details. But it's fair to say we can give it another shot. Right, Vinsmith, we've done, I'm with you. How long do you think you'll need to reforge the sword? With that blueprint for the Highlands, it'll go a lot quicker. I'm confident I'll be able to make a darn fine sword. I'll be ready before sunrise. Got no time to waste. Right. I still really like know why we can't waste time. Let's discuss it with the others. Melly's a lot better explaining this kind of stuff. She's safe? Yes, she's safe. Innkeep, I trust you'll have some quests locked and loaded for a stop in the morning. Of course. I guess we'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper. I'll see you tomorrow. Rest well, everyone. Fable has returned from their encounter with your mysterious ability to patricate dragonfire. Hope is rekindled at last. Fight of hopes and dreams. All might seem lost, but the fight is not over yet. Kasar can still be stopped at the aperture. Is anyone going to question the fact I wrote his name there? Because I would question that if I was the adventurers. I was like, what have you been keeping from us, Inky? He's in possession of a draconic weapon, but so are we. Thanks to Fable and their newly obtained dragonfire, we're able to forge a weapon to withstand his evil powers. Inky, we're giving the game away. You wrote his name. Alright. And I will see you for the end of it all in Act 4 The Wake, House of Hope, 35th of the Astral Moon.